everyone loves clothes with pockets. Coats and jackets have to have them, and skirts and pants are so much better with pockets. They are obviously functional, but they also make a good design feature. Today, I'll show you several ways to make a patch pocket that you can put on almost any garment. A patch pocket is just what the name implies. You make a patch and sew it on the garment as a pocket. This pocket can be dressy and elegant, anything but what the humble name patch suggests, or it can be creative, funny, rugged, or deconstructed. Let's start with the basics. To make a patch pocket, draw a rectangle on a piece of paper that is the size of the pocket you want. The size of your hand is always a good choice. If your fabric isn't a stripe or plaid, you can flare the sides about a ½ inch so there is more room in the pocket for your hand, and it stands away from the garment slightly. To flare the pattern, just mark a point 1/2 inch to the side of the top side edges, and draw a new line connecting to the bottom side corner point. Next, draw the pocket's top hem allowance of 1½ inches on the pattern. This amount includes 1/2 inch to turn under the raw edges for a finished hem. Then add 1/2 inch to each of the other 3 sides for seam allowances. These will eventually be pressed to the wrong side in the finished pocket. Fold the top hem back and trim the edges. The resulting shape is what you use to cut your fabric. Press 1/4 inch of the top edge to the wrong side. Next, fold the top edge 1 1/4 inches to the right side so the right sides are together and the 1/4 inch fold shows on the top. Don't press this fold. Stitch 1/2 inch away from the raw edges through the folded section on both sides. Trim the corners and slightly grade the seams before you turn the folded section back to the right side. With the pocket face down, press all of the unfinished edges 1/2 inch to the wrong side. Then crisply press the top hem and stitch the folded edge down. Anytime you're top stitching, you'll get a cleaner look if you don't back tack at the beginning and end of your stitching. Just pull the threads to the wrong side and knot them by hand. To do this, tug the thread on the wrong side to pull up a loop from the front threads. Pull the loop through to the wrong side and knot the 2 ends. Then trim them. All that's left to do now is to position the pocket on the garment where you want it. Pin it in place. Bring the top side edges in 1/2 inch to account for that flare we added earlier. As you can see, this causes the pocket to open just enough for the hand to fit easily in. To attach the pocket to your garment, you want to secure the top edges with some extra stitching. Here are examples of how you could stitch the top corners. You've seen this stitching before on shirts and jeans. It's more for casual clothes where you might tug on the pockets more than a formal suit. Now that's the basic patch pocket. But there are other versions and ways to change this pocket for different effects. On this blouse, the patch pocket was put inside the blouse and a hole was cut through the front. On this Chanel-style jacket, the pocket was lined and then sewn by hand to the jacket. And here, the shape of the pocket was inspired by the design on the fabric. The pocket was lined, trimmed, turned, and then applied to the garment.